Hey guys, it's Greg again here at Deer Park Diesel. Hey, I want to talk to you about this truck. This is our 2005 Dodge Ram 2500. We've done a lot of videos on this, but I want to talk about what we originally did when we got the truck and how the whole thing even got started. Originally, a customer brought this truck in and it had a rod knock, and we knew right away it was going to need a lot of work. He made the decision that he didn't want to repair it, and so we saw an opportunity to maybe have a little project to plan. So we cut him a great deal on the truck and got to work. Now, the first and most obvious problem with the truck was that it didn't run. We needed an engine, and for that we selected a DFC, a tow haul series long block, which I've been super happy with. That's not the first of their engines we put in, and it won't be the last. I can highly recommend them. They come with some upgrades. Obviously the engine's studded. There was some other piston design, a couple things. One thing I will say that's really cool about them is their packaging is excellent. I mean, engines are a big thing to ship, so that was really cool. It came in this really professionally packed crate. So DFC tow haul series long block was the first place we started. And then we got started on upgrades. So the fuel system, our supply side, we have an AirDog 2 4G system. They didn't have the 5Gs out at the time. So we got the AirDog for fuel supply. It's got a Bosch stock CP3 in it. We ultimately weren't looking to create a high horsepower build. What we were looking for is kind of a hot street truck at the time. We went with Dynamite diesel products for 30% over fuel injectors. It had a Stealth Series 67mm turbo, drop-in turbo from Calibrated Power, which is awesome. We mounted that on a Steed Speed manifold. A couple other necessary upgrades. We had to do a remote mount catch can and a few other things. We ran a fleece distribution block, a little fuel filter bolt delete block. Once we got it up and running, we were really pleased with the way that it ran. I'll be honest, for what is realistically probably a 500 or 600 horsepower street capable truck, it was super fun to drive. We had a couple issues straight off the bat. One of them was that it didn't shift very well. The transmission had supposedly been rebuilt, and it looked rebuilt, but something was wrong. Of course, those are things you don't know until you get it on the road. So we had to yard the transmission back out, send it out, and had it rebuilt. At the time, we opted to put in a new clutch, so we went with the South Bend dual disc. It's just a dual disc organic clutch. Again, we're looking for something that's kind of making that compromise between something that pretty much anybody could get in and drive, and then something that's still, capable of having some fun. So if you didn't catch already, it's a manual truck, so it's a 6-speed NV5600 6-speed manual transmission. So we got that back. We ended up putting a one-piece rear driveline in it. It's a 4-door long box truck, and the 2-piece with the carrier bearing wasn't something we wanted to mess around with, so we went with an aluminum one-piece drive shaft. A couple other modifications to the front and rear end, and we were off to the races. So we got it out on the road. Another thing that I forgot to mention is we got our tuning from Calibrated, I believe, as well. MM3 tuning. They did an awesome job, and the truck ran great. So we were really pleased with that. It was pretty obvious thereafter that we had more work to do on the suspension. The truck is hard to keep it straight. It's on big 37s and real wide wheels, and so there's more to come on all of that. But in the end, we were really happy with the way it turned out. The truck already had some upgrades on it as well. It already had a bigger intercooler, some aftermarket intercooler piping and that kind of stuff. But in the end, the running condition of the truck, we were really happy with. We did end up moving in a different direction after a while. Actually, we just put a different set of injectors in it. We're going to be downsizing the turbo to a 15% over injector set and a 64 millimeter drop-in turbo. And the reason for that is we're just looking for something that ran a little cooler. EGTs were a concern. If you're not familiar with that, it's exhaust gas temperatures. It's a kind of a primary indicator, something you want to keep a close eye on if you're running a truck with upgraded injectors or turbo, and it's just running too hot. So we're going to make some tuning changes, downsize injectors and turbo, and then move from there. But that's really kind of where this whole thing started. That's kind of a proven recipe, and we try to use parts on this truck that I can walk a customer out to. I can take them for a drive and say, this is what you want. It's not going to be right for everybody, but if you're looking for something that, you know, is fun to drive and maybe some parts, if you're doing injectors, turbo, anything like that, you're looking for something that's maybe an upgrade over your stock options, these are great options. And if you have questions about that, feel free to call and we'd be happy to talk to you about it. But in the end, what we're looking for is a blend of power and reliability. That's what everybody wants. They want something that's fun to drive, but that's not going to leave them stranded. And from our perspective, that's always our goal, is trying to maximize the fun factor of the truck while also providing something reliable. So I think we accomplished that in this truck, and that's going to be really important in the years to come. So thanks for listening and kind of watching this video. I hope you will tune in, subscribe to the channel, check out the other videos of the truck build as it goes along. It's a moving target, and if you have a truck like this, you might feel the same way. You know, your goals change over time, and so the truck changes with you. That's a good thing, and we're here to help you in that process. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.